Clipchamp is an online video editing tool owned by Microsoft. This non-linear editing software is designed for the user to import, edit, and export audiovisual material in an internet browser window. It comes with all the features required to create great videos and no experience is needed. Now, by the end of this tutorial, you'll learn how to create an account and log into Clipchamp, the general overview of the Clipchamp platform, how to import media and do basic editing, how to record with Clipchamp, be it camera and screen, how to create intros and outros to your videos, how to convert text to speech, and to create a video from scratch. I've also included how to add b-rolls, transitions, text, colors, music and sound effects. I've equally shown how to add stock images, videos, and graphics to your footage, and I've shown a complete example of how to edit a video from scratch. And at the end, I've shown how to render and export your videos in MP4. The best part of this website is that all the features you need to create stunning looking videos are completely free. So without taking much of our time, let's get started. So the first thing you need to do is to go to your Google, and you can come all the way to the search bar and just search for Clipchamp. Okay, so you will be taken here and you can see it, all your video needs in one place. So this is Clipchamp. So what you need to do is to click on this and you'll be welcome to this very website, or you can go on your own manually to clipchamp.com and it's going to bring you over here. All your video needs in one place. Use Clipchamp's video editor to create beautiful videos today. So like I said, Clipchamp is powered by Microsoft. It's a video editor that's powered by Microsoft and it's free of charge. You can see it said try for free, but most of the things that you need at this moment, at this point, are free. You can have them, you can have access to them for free, except if you have the need to go further. If you want to use some extra things, then you may need to pay and upgrade to the premium version. But for now, the free version can do virtually all what you need and even beyond that. So to start with, you can just come over here and click on try for free and be prompted to this. You have two tabs. The first one is a sign in. If you already have an account with either, you can use your personal Microsoft account or you can use your email and password to register. If you have Google account, also you can create login with your Google account, or you can go ahead and create an account. If you don't have an account, you can just go ahead create with your personal Microsoft account, or you can create with just your email and password, any kind of email, be it Live, be it Yahoo, be it Gmail, or you can proceed with Gmail. Also you can just log into your Gmail and you'll use this to access the platform. So over here you have the option to change the language for non-English speaking countries. Okay, so for now, let's say I'm going to proceed to log in with my Google account. So I can just click on this and it's going to prompt me to select which of the Google accounts I'm trying to use for this tutorial. So I'm going to use my Epic Mentorship account and I'm just going to log in. So if you can use yours as well to just log in. So once you log in, you can see it's going to bring you into this very platform. So the first thing you need to see is at the top over here, you have a bunch of things. You can create a new video from scratch. Over here you can create a video from scratch, or you can record something. Recording could mean your screen, your camera, or both of them at the same time, or capturing something external. You can do all that from here. And then you have the option to check out the templates. There are different kind of templates. You can see a number of them, from intros, outros. You can just easily customize and create your intros and outros. So Instagram posts and reels, social media posts, YouTube videos, gaming videos. You can create all that from here. And you can click on this to see all the templates, or you can come over here to see all the templates as well. So you have the templates arranged according to intros. You can see multiple of them. As you hover over any of them, you will be able to see a preview of how and what it's going to look like. Okay, so you can see this one. You can see this is just a preview of the intro that it's going to look like. Later I will show you in detail how to use it. Then you have Instagram posts and reels. You have YouTube posts, okay, YouTube videos. You can see you can just easily click and customize it to your liking. You have social media ads in cases when you want to run ads, gaming videos. You have events and holidays. You can just hover over and you have an idea into what kind of video you're about to create. Okay, and you have text overlays. As you hover over any text, also you'll be able to see the appearance, how it's going to appear in your video, and what effect is going to produce on your video. And if you're okay with it, then you can use that as an overlay into your video. Now you have others as well. You can see TikTok videos. You can see the sample as you hover over. All you need is just to carry your video and put it in the background, and then the text overlay and the graphics are going to be in your own video. So this is social media handles. If you want to add your handles, you can go ahead and do that. So you can go ahead and check on all the templates if you want, but for now you can come over here and add any folder. If you want to work on a particular folder, you can just click and you can create that folder. So let's say trial video editing 2 is our new folder, so all our media are going to go into this folder, for example. So you can create a video in this folder. You can only see these videos within this folder. Okay, you can create in this folder, or you can create in any other folder. So it's just for you to know how to arrange your things very easily. So let's go back to the home, and then down here you have the option to check out the recently used media. What you have uploaded, you'll be able to see them over here, and the videos you've created, you'll be able to see them over here as well. What you've created, what you've uploaded, all the media, you'll be able to find them over here, and you can search videos based on the arrangement, and you can check out, you can sort by most recent, least recent, A to Z, Z to A, or it's shared with you. You can see if some folders have been shared with you, you'll be able to have access to them as well. And then over here you can click to just start your video creation. Then you have the brand kits. Brand kits are also for upgrade. If you want to bring in logos, fonts, or colors, you can easily come over here and just bring in your colors or define your logos and all that from here. But for now, the most basic thing you need, you can just have it over here. So I think this does it for the first tutorial on how to log in, and then the general overview of the platform. I think that does it for this tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. So the next thing is we'll try to create a simple intro and outro using a template. So assuming I want to create an intro and an outro video for my new channel, Epic AI. Okay, so I'm creating a new channel, Epic AI, and I want to create an intro for it using Clipchamp. So all you need to do is to make sure you're logged in, and you can come to the templates over here, and you can see, like we've explained earlier, the range of templates that we have. And this time around I'm interested in creating an intro and an outro. So let's go over to see all the intros and the outros. So you can just navigate or hover over any of them to see the effect. Okay, so this is going to be very good as an outro, or this is also going to be very good as an outro. So you can just hover over them, and you'll be able to see what kind of effect, depending on what kind of channel or what you are trying to create. You can easily use this to just create your own. As you hover over, you will be able to see the effect like I've explained. Okay, so let's say I want to use this simple one. So we just click as an intro. So we just look at the preview of what it is. So just this is an intro, just about 7 seconds long, and you can say use this template to customize, and then you can use it on your own. So now it's been imported into the platform. Everything is being imported. As you can see, this very simple template that you see is a combination of different media footage over here, which I've dragged and dropped into the timeline. You can see them all. If I drag down here also, you can see we have other different kind of elements, including a mini video from here. So you can see them all arranged here. This is the Glitch electronic logo, and then the Glitch electronic logo also from here. So let's play a preview also to see how the different elements were arranged together to form that simple intro. So you can see the subscribe button, subscribe, like, this is my video. So you can just try to play, and you can see everything. So I think it kind of looks nice and fantastic. And if you want to customize this to make it a very simple intro for your own channel, you can just come over here. If you click on any of them, for example, if you click on this, you'll be able to see the subscribe feature over here. Or this is my video. So let's say we want to customize this is my video, you can just double click it, and you can see the effect over here. Okay, so this is my video. For example, we can say this is OpenAI as our own channel. If you don't want the text that you have here, the font style, you can change it from here. You can just check on the drop down and you will see a lot of different kind of fonts that you can assign to your text. And I think this kind of looks cool to me. If you want to have any, you can just go ahead and check and edit accordingly. So you can go back and try to see how you can play the preview also. Alright, so because I wanted this to be an AI channel, so I wanted to put an image of an AI, something that can depict robots. Okay, so I can come to a website called Pixabay, where I can search for some video footage that are royalty free. Okay, so you can, this is pixabay.com. You can come over here, and I want to see videos this time around, so I can just search for robots. Okay, so you can just search for anything robotic, and I think I kind of like this one for an intro. So you can just hover over. Also, you will be able to see the preview if you want to see the preview of what it is. This is just 6 seconds, but you can come over here as well and preview it, so you can see it. This is a preview of what you have. If you are certain and you like what you see, you can just go ahead and download it and specify the sizing over here. I usually go for 1920 by 1080, and I just click on download to download it, and you can see it's just 1.8 megabyte. All right, so once you finish the download, you can click here to locate it where it is being saved. So you can just copy it, and then let's say we move to another folder where we have all this, let's say Clipchamp folder, and then I paste it over here. I paste my robots over here, and then you can go back to the main editing platform, and then you can import a media. Okay, so this is where you can import the media. You can just click, go to Clipchamp, you can see it over here, robots. You can just click, and then you can install, you can import it directly. So while it is being imported, because it's just a 6 seconds video, you can just click on the add menu, and it will add from the timeline, the position of this timeline. But this is not where I want it. I want it to replace this image of this woman with the computer, so I can just drag it and drop it over there. Okay, so you can see I can just try to play it again and see, because this is an artificial intelligence video, so it's going to like make meaning out of it. You can see, yeah, I think this looks cool to me. Yeah, this is good. So this is like the intro, then we can start the video along the way. If you want to shorten it also, you can shorten it. So this is the intro, so you can change anything virtually if you want. You can change anything, and you can add anything depending on what you want. You can add text also by just coming to text over here. You can add different kind of overlays. You can see as you hover over, you'll be able to see the effect that text is going to have. Okay, so assuming at this point I may want to add a text at this point. Okay, I want to add something here, say welcome to OpenAI. So I can just hover over to select a given text. I feel like it can be very good for me. Okay, so let's say we drag this one and drop it into the timeline. All right, here. So let's say we drop it here, and then maybe we can position it to this point. So let's try to zoom out and then see the position. So we can just come to the edge and just trim it a little bit to fit into the end. So let's see, we can come over here and move it to the side. And then you can play around with font style. If you want to change the font, you can also go ahead and change it, but I think this is okay for me. You can just reduce the sizing from the edge. Okay, so you can see it, and so we can just go ahead and try to play it, and let's see. But the text, I can customize it, so you can click, or you can come over here, select the text, you can come over here and select and say welcome to my channel. Okay, so welcome to my channel. So let's try to play it one more time just to have an understanding of what we are talking about. All right, I think this kind of looks cool. I think the last thing that is left is for us to export the intro video that we just made, and then see a preview of it, how it's going to look like. So to export this, all you need is just to come at the top right over here to come to export, and just click on export. You can specify the quality over here. The video is going to be in MP4. You can have 480p, 720p, and you can go as far as 1080 1080p, which is the HD format. Okay, so we can go with HD and it's going to start exporting immediately. So you can see it's exporting, rendering and exporting, and you have the option to go ahead and share the link. You can copy the link and share it with people, so anyone with this link can watch the video directly, or you can share it with your Google Drive, or you can upload to YouTube directly, or to send it to TikTok, to OneDrive, or to Dropbox, or to even Pinterest and LinkedIn account, once you have them linked to this particular website. So it's very possible to do all this, and you can save to your computer directly. You can have it here downloaded easily, so you can just click around and then have a last preview of it. So let's have a preview. Alright, I think that does it for this tutorial. I like what I see and I like the intro that I've just created. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. After creating an intro with Clipchamp, the next thing is to try to create an outro using the same method that we followed in creating the intro. So this time around also we are creating it using the templates, because the templates are amazing. They help you to minimize time wastage. You just create something amazing using the available templates. You can just go ahead and customize it to your liking. So let's say we can open the template, and from the list of intros and outros you can try to see all, as we have done in the previous video. And I think I like this one, okay, specifically this one. So I can just click it to have a preview of what it does. I just need to have another video attached to this end within this subscribe for more, because I like the language and I like the graphics around this subscribe for more. And then you can put the name of the channel over here. So you can go ahead and customize this using this template to customize. All right, so it is importing all the elements, the different parts of the elements, and you can see the different arrangement, and they are layered accordingly. If you try to put something below any layer, it's going to obstruct it. So the layer that is below is usually below, and the layer that is above is usually what shows in front. Okay, so you can see your name, subscribe for more. If you don't want to have subscribe for more, you can customize it also to something else, and then you can see the different graphics that we have playing around in this very background, as well as the last one, which is the audio that we have at the background. Okay, so right now we have this as an outro. I may need to also equally import a video that I can put this, because right now we are creating an intro and an outro for an open AI channel, which is an artificial intelligence channel. So like I said, we need something robotic. So I can go back to my Pixabay, and I've already shown you how to search for robots and how to get to this website. So you can just come all the way. I think I like this this video of this robot. Okay, this one driving. So you can just right click and open it somewhere. All right, to have a preview of it, it's just a robot. Because it's an outro, so it's just going to show something like it's moving away and saying subscribe for more, see you the next time. All right, so let's try to download it. Just click on this and specify the sizing, 1920 by 1080. So you can just go ahead and click to download, and it's downloaded. Also just 1.9 megabytes, so you can just click on this to see it, and you can copy it, navigate to where you have your Clipchamp file, and just paste it over here, so you can see it car over here. All right, so let's go back to Clipchamp. All right, from Clipchamp, so we'll try to import a media, because this time around also we are just importing a single media. So we can just import something like this, click it, and then we can just click to open, and we have it here, our car over here. So you can just navigate around and see what we actually wanted to replace. We wanted to replace something like this, but then before we delete it, let me try to bring it in first. So we drag it, and you can see as you are bringing a media, you can see this green line, okay, specifying where you want to put it. So I want to put it exactly above this video, okay, this clip that we have. So we can just move it around, and you can see now it is above some of this media. Okay, so let's try to rearrange the position of it. Let's bring it down one more time, so you know it's going below all of this, below this one, even below this. Okay, so we are putting it somewhere here, and then let's say we are deleting this one. Okay, so we select this and delete. Okay, delete, or we can press delete on the keyboard. All right, so you can see the subscribe features. Okay, So let's say at this point you'll be able to see all the subscribe features. So it has to go even below this one, so we'll be able to see this. So you just drag it one more time down here, just like we have earlier on. So when we try to play it now, you're going to see it's going to play it nicely. I think the audio sound is too loud, so we select the audio, and then we can come to the audio panel over here and reduce the size to like 18 or 16. Okay, so let's try to play it. I think it kind of looks cool. Subscribe for more, and then you put the name of the channel. You can click here, and then you can come over here and put the name of that particular channel. So let's say Open AI. Oh no, Epic AI is the name of the channel. Epic AI. So you can see, you can specify also if you want to change the font style like we've explained, or you want to centralize or change the alignment left, right, or center. You can change all that from here. If you want to change this text as well, you can see subscribe for more, or thanks for watching. Okay, thank you for watching. So let's say, so we can just click here and say thank you for watching, all right. And we can select and change the position also if you want, so it doesn't obstruct the car. I guess so you can see it. So let's try to have another preview of it and see what it does. I think this is simple and it looks nice, only that the car video extended too much, so we can try to trim it. So just zoom out, and then let's try to trim it to equate it to the previous one. So you can see the trimming. Yeah, it's now perfect. So let's try to play it and see the preview. All right, I think the whole thing looks good. So let's try to check the volume. I think the volume is a bit too low, so let's try to increase it a little bit. So just to export the video, we just come over to export over here, and you can come to 1080p, which is high quality. You can just click and it will export the video directly. All right, so we can just go ahead, check the location and try to play it and see if it's up to what you've always wanted. And I think it looks cool. So I think that does it for how to create an outro using Clipchamp. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, so the first thing is, let's try to record the screen and the camera, and let's see how it's going to look like. So we click on screen and camera over here, and you have the option. You could see me down here at the bottom, and then this is going to be a screen that we are going to select. Okay, so to start with, you need to select your default mic. What kind of microphone do you want to use? So you can select here, and you can see the range of different microphones that I have attached to this computer. Okay, so but for now, for my own case, I'm using the Rode NT USB microphone, so I'm going to select it over here. So that defines my default microphone. And then the camera, you're going to define what kind of camera are you going to use for this recording. So in my own case, I'm using the C922 Pro Stream webcam, so I'm going to select it from here. If you want to use the system webcam, or you have another webcam or another camera attached somewhere, you can always navigate around and select. So once we finish the selection, you can go ahead and click on record, and it's going to pop up the option for you to choose between tabs. If you have any tab open, you are going to see it listed over here. So you can choose a given tab that you want to record. If you want to record a complete window, you can select a given window from what you have opened right here. You can select any of them, and it's going to record that particular one for you. And if you want to record the entire screen, you can just select the entire screen and just click on share, and it's going to start recording that. But for now, for this tutorial, we are going to record simple website. Okay, so let's say we are going with this webcam, convert WebBM to MP4. So let's say we are going with it. So I click on share, and it's going to be recording only this tab. Okay, so you can see I'm specifying that it should record only this tab. So right now I'm recording myself while still speaking and with the video. So it's just take note, it's both of them. So assuming I finish my recording, I can click on stop sharing, and it's going to be recording only this this tab. Okay, so you can see I'm specifying that it should record only this tab. So right now I'm recording myself while still speaking and with the video, so it's just take on it's both of them. So assuming I finish my recording, I can click on stop. Okay, so once I finish the recording, I can click over here. I have the option to retake if I want to retake the video. If I'm not comfortable with it, I can play to have a preview. Click on share, and it's going to be recording only this tab. Okay, so you can see I'm specifying that it should record only this tab. So right now I'm recording myself while still speaking and with the video, so it's just take on it's both of them. So assuming I finish my recording, I can click on stop. Okay, I think that's cool. So you can retake or you can save and edit. So I can go ahead and say save and edit, and it's going to bring in everything into my timeline. Okay, so you can just see it right now. You can see the recording I've just made. So you're free to, you can see the recorded portion here in the media panel, media bin. Okay, and you can see it also on timeline over here. I can use the playhead to navigate around, or I can play to just have a preview also. And it's going to be recording only the all right, so you can see it's going to be picture in picture. So this image, this video right now, I can select it and do a number of things. That's the one. You can select it from here or you can select it from the timeline, and you can do a number of things. For example, you can increase it, you can increase the size, okay, of the video, or you can move it to somewhere. For example, I may move it here. You can do that manually or you can do that from here. Okay, picture in picture, you can click on this and you have different options. You can move it to the top left, or you can move it to the top right, or you can move it to the bottom left, or you can move it to the bottom right. As you so wish, you can always move around and you can go back to that particular selection. So over here you have the option to rotate. If you want to rotate it by 90 degrees, 180 degrees, or 270, 180, 270 degrees, and then back to, or you want to flip it, you can flip it around if you want. You can do as you so wish. This is very easy to do. So you can just make sure you select it, and you can flip it vertical also if you want. You can flip it vertical, and then you can crop it also at any given point. If you want to specify a given section of it, you can easily select and you can crop it in to make sure you take in a given selection. So you can crop in just like so, and once you are starting with the section that you have, you can press on this done and it's going to take it. And then you can zoom out so that I can see myself clearly, and then I can move myself to the extreme end. And you can move across the timeline. If at this point you may want the video to go up, you can create a split. At any given point you can see the split with letter S, or you can just use the scissor sign to split. And then from this point onwards, maybe I may want this, I select the video and I may want it to be at the top over here or at the center over here, and while I still explain my video. So but for now, this is how to record the camera and bring it in. And you can select this one also and extend it. Okay, you can select the screen one and extend also across. Okay? So you can have it to fill up the canvas. Okay, so you can see it has filled up completely. So you can easily do that, and you can play around with it and the video as you so wish. So let's have a preview. Okay, so you can see I'm specific, and this is fantastic. So this is how to record camera and video. If you want to record camera only, you can just still go back to record and create, and you can just go ahead and say camera only, and then in this case you're going to specify the camera you're going to use and the mic. Okay, the same way that we did, only that in the other one we are recording screen in addition to that. So you specify the Rode NT and then the C922 camera, and you can go ahead and record. This one also is straightforward. You can see it's giving us the countdown timer, so we can look at the camera and speak. Okay, hello and welcome to my channel. I hope you learned something today. So that's the end of the recording, and I can now navigate here and press on stop. It's giving us the countdown timer, so we can look at the camera and speak. Okay, hello and welcome to my channel. I hope you learned something today. So that's the end of the recording, and I can now navigate here and alright, so you can have the option to retake, or you can save and edit. So you can go ahead and save and edit, and it's going to bring it into the timeline as well. You can see it afresh in the timeline, and you can go ahead from the beginning, from those parts that you don't have. For example, look at the camera and speak. Okay, hello. So from this point that you said hello, maybe you might want to take from that. Hello. Alright, from this point you create a split by pressing the letter S, and you can select this and you can delete by pressing the delete in your keyboard, and then you can come over here and delete the remaining section to have it fully closed. So basically this is how to record only the camera. So let's go back again and record probably only screen. Okay, if you want to record only screen, it's the same procedure. You can just click and you can see the option over here, recording only screen. You just have the timing and you specify the mic over here if you want, and then once you're done, you click on record, and it's going to pop up the same way that it did in the first instance. You have to select, are you recording a tab, or are you recording a window, or are you recording the entire screen? So if you are recording the tab, you just select a given tab and you can go ahead and continue with your share. And right now I'm recording only this. Okay, I'm dealing with only this page, this tab only. So when I click on anything about us, just wait for it. This is about us, and now I've finished the recording. I can come here and say stop recording and continue with the share. And right now I'm recording only this. Okay, I'm dealing with only this page, this tab only. So when I click on anything about us, just wait for it. This is about us, and now I've finished the recording. I can come here and see. So this is the preview. You can have the option to record, retake again, or you can save and edit. So you can do the same. I've saved and edit, and now it's into the timeline. I can continue with my editings and so on. Okay, so you can see this is fantastically nice. You can do it as as you so wish, and then you can go ahead and record anything. So I think to record something with Clipchamp, this does it for this very simple tutorial on how to record a given section of your camera. There you record with a camera, or camera and screen, or screen only, or camera only. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. After learning to record your screen and camera, record camera only or screen only, the next thing that we're going to learn in this section of the tutorial is how to convert text to speech. Okay, so you can pick any text from anywhere. That's one of the advantages of Clipchamp. And the best part of it is that some of its readers, they sound very close to human. They are not too robotic as we have in other software around. The ones with Clipchamp are actually sounding a little bit natural. Okay, and you can see the human nature in them. You can feel the human touch in them. So let's give it a try. And all you need to do is to open your Clipchamp, and then you can come to record and create over here, and then you can come down here, okay, from the home tab. Okay, so from create over here, so you can just come to record something, and then you can come to text to speech. Okay, that's our focus for today. So you select the language. What kind of text to speech do you want to do? The language, is it English Nigeria, or English Philippines, or English Singapore, or English South Africa? You can just select. So for now, let's say English Nigeria, and then you can select the voice. Who do you want to read? Okay, this is Abio or Ezine. You can have a preview if you want, and then you have the voice style. Select the voice style from here. Okay, and then you have the speed. You want it to be slow or regular or fast, depending on you. If you want it to be fast, you can set it to be fast. If you want it to be slow, you can set it to be slow. If you want it to be regular, you can set it to be regular, and I think I prefer regular. And then you can come here and select the voice pitch. How do you want it to pitch? Is it extra low, low, medium, high, extra high, or default? And I think for now, let's go with the default. And then over here, you have to type the text that you want to put in. Okay, so let's give a simple text. Welcome to my channel, and please remember to subscribe. So let's hear a sample of reading from this reader. Okay.
Welcome to my channel, and please remember to subscribe.
I think the English sound Nigerian. If you want to change it to something like United States or India, you can see, let's see English India, and let's see a preview of it.
Welcome to my channel, and please remember to subscribe.
And I think that's correct. Okay, so when you select a given country, you have a number of readers. For example, India, you have Nirja or Nerja and Prabhat. Okay, Prabhat. So these are the two readers. But you can go to English United States if you want. Let's go down to English United States, and let's hear a preview also.
Welcome to my channel, and please remember to subscribe.
And I think that sounds cool to me, and we can use it to read anything. So for example, we can copy a text from somewhere. Let's say with this water tank. Let's copy a simple sentence from here, or two sentences. Let's copy and then go back to the same place, and then we can paste it over here. Just select and replace this, and then let's have a preview.
Storage tanks are built for storing water, liquid petroleum, petroleum products, and similar liquids. Analysis and design of such tanks are independent of chemical nature of product.
I think this sounds fantastic. It's not robotic, it's regular, and it's very, very clear. And you can see a number of other readers from here. If you want to use English United States, you will have a lot of readers that you can use. Let's try Jacob. Just a simple preview.
Storage tanks are built for storing water, liquid petroleum, petroleum products, and similar liquids.
I think it sounds good, and I like this regular nature and the default pitch. If you want to pitch in, you can just go ahead and give it a try and see what you can vary to see a different variation of the recording or of the text. And if you're done with everything, I think I like what I hear, so I can go ahead and save to media. So once you click on save to media, it's going to prepare it and import it into your timeline. So right now it's been imported. You can see it over here. All you need to do,
Storage tanks are built for storing water,
you just to click on the plus sign over here, and it's been added to your timeline. So you can come over here and try to preview it.
Storage tanks are built for storing water.
I think that sounds and looks fantastic, right? So for now, I think that does it for converting text to speech, except if you want to export it, you can just go ahead and come over here and say export. You can export up to 1080p, which is what if you like, you can just go ahead and export. If you have added some media also, I think it's better to add some video footage or some images, so you can export very nicely. So you can just come over here, select the formats, and then export, just like we've explained earlier. So I think that does it for this tutorial on how to convert text to speech using Clipchamp. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. In this section of the tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create a video from scratch. So let's say you can come over as you log in. You can just come over to create a new video over here. You just click on this, and it's going to bring you to this main platform. The first thing you need to do is to save your project. Okay, so it's going to be, you create a name by coming here and just clicking, and let's say maybe trial video 1, trial video X. Okay, so this is trial video X. You click out and it has been saved. Okay, the only thing is it's not going to be saved in the cloud, but you can find it at the other homepage if you're interested in seeing what you're working on currently. So you've now created a project. So the next thing is to see the general overview. Let me just take you through some of the key features over here, some of the key features that we have in Clipchamp. So for example, at the top here, this section is the media bin. This is where you import all your media. Okay, this is where you dump all of them. You can either drag and drop, or you can click here to navigate to wherever you have those media within your computer, or you can come over here, click on this drop down, and you can see you can import media from the browser directly from your computer. You can browse and take in files from your computer with any location, from any location that you have. You can go ahead and bring in files, or you can take in files from your phone or from OneDrive. If you've connected OneDrive to your computer, you can easily import files from OneDrive, Google Drive, or Google Photos. Also you can, or Dropbox, you can bring in files also from here. You can link up and bring in files. So they have linked all these platforms to Clipchamp. So this is important. You have the range of other tabs over here, from the media to record and create. We've just talked about recording and creating, how you can use record and create to create recorded tutorials, record your screen and camera, screen only or camera only, or you can do text to speech. Or you have a number of templates. If you want to start a video from templates, I've shown you how you can use it to record an intro, outro, or Instagram reels, or YouTube videos, or social media, gaming videos, slideshows, or TikTok, or thereabout. You can see a number of them over here. So you can go ahead and play around with it to see what you can do from templates. Okay, and then you have music and sound effects. So usually you can have a number of them, music and sound effects in Clipchamp. Some of them are free. You can click to see all, you can click to see more. The free to use ones, the ones that are paid, you can see them with this sign. Okay, you have to upgrade to use them. But if you are interested in any kind of music and sound effects, you can find them here, a lot of them. Okay, so you can check out music and you can see a lot of them over here. And if you want to check out sound effects, you can also see a number of sound effects like the whoosh sound, the whoosh lower pitch sound, the sparkle sound, the beep sound. You can see all of them over here, and each one, once you play here, you can have a preview of what it is and what to expect. I think we've had the preview. So this is music and sound effects. Later I will show you how to drag in and put them in your clip as you are editing the video in the timeline. So then you have stock videos. You have a number of stock videos. Though you don't have much of them, I will show you where to get more if you want to get more. Well, in Clipchamp you don't have much of this footage free of charge. Some of them are available, but they are on the paid version. I will show you how to get this kind of similar footage, stock footage as well, which are royalty free and very easy to use, copyright free. Okay, then we have stock images. There are a number of stock images also that you can easily bring into your editing and have your video made up. And you have text features also. You have the text tab over here. You can see as you navigate over as you hover over the text, you will be able to see a preview of it and what it does and what you can use it for during your editing process. There are a number of them and very nice to use. And then you have graphics. There are a number of graphics that you can bring in on your own very easily. You can hover over to see the effects, and once you click on the plus sign, or you can drag and drop into the timeline, that particular graphic is going to be part of your editing. And we have transitions. As we edit, maybe we're going to see how to use transitions across. And then brand kits. Brand kits actually is for paid version. If you want to have your fonts and colors and logos branded over here, you can do that on your own. And then over here you have other features, like if you select a given clip, you can be able to adjust its properties, like the audio properties, the fading properties, and the filter properties. You can do all that from here. You can adjust coloration. Later I will show you how to use all these to adjust color, to adjust speed, clip speed, to insert transitions and color effects. You can do all that from here. Okay, and then you have captions. If you want to insert captions or auto captions, you can insert from here. And then you have the video sizing. You can select from different size. Right now this is 16:9, which is a YouTube size. You can go to 9:16, which is the YouTube Shorts or TikTok or Instagram Reels. You can see Instagram video size, which is 1:1. You can have 4:5 depending on what size you are targeting, and you have 21:9 also depending on what you have and what you are targeting. And then down here you have the timeline. This is where you bring in your footage and do most of the basic editings, such as cutting, joining, trimming, transiting, connecting the points, and putting b-rolls and all that. You can do all that from here. You have a number of features also from here, like the undo, redo, cut, delete, and duplicate. Okay, at the top here you have the play option and the moving around of the clips into different kind of to different locations. Okay, later I will show you in details how to do this and how to zoom in and out of the timeline also from here. So this is just a bit about the general overview of the editing platform and Clipchamp. So I think that does it for this tutorial on understanding the general overview. In the next tutorial, we are going to look at how to import a media and do some basic editing. Okay, I think that does it for this tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. In this section of the tutorial, I'm going to share with you how to import media into the media bin and then maybe drag and drop them into the timeline and do some basic editing within Clipchamp. So for this tutorial, I've tried to create some folders over here. Clipchamp folder. I have some b-rolls over here. You can see some b-rolls, and I have some videos over here. I've classified them. I have images, I have videos, and I have some music over here. If you want to import some music, you have them over here. I've just reclassified everything and tried to arrange them just to understand folder management and all that. Let's see how we can import media. You can drag and drop easily if you want, or you can just go ahead and come to import media, and it's going to show you around. So you can just select a given b-roll, and you can select a given image. So you can select these images, for example, and just click on open, and it's going to import them over here. So if you want to do drag and drop, you have to select over here. You have to open the b-rolls, open the videos, for example, and you select these two videos. I can drag them and drop them in the timeline, and you can see it is uploading them both, okay, into the timeline. So what I can do next is I've imported these two videos and two images. I can just easily select. You have the option to delete, or you can add it to the timeline by just clicking on this plus sign, and it's going to add it to the timeline just like so. So you can navigate around, go back to the beginning, and you can play to have a preview. This is a clean video without audio. on the background. There's no any audio, so you have the option to use the playhead and navigate around across. Okay, so you can select the clip, you can move it around to any layer, you can move top or bottom if you want, or you can move it around easily by just dragging and moving around. Another thing you can do in terms of basic editing is you can come to the edge over here and you can see the cursor just turn into this arrow sign. You can use it to drag. You can drag across to trim it from right, and you can go to the left also. You can drag across to trim it from the left. Okay, the advantage of this is if at any given point you decided you want to go back to the normal video, you can come over to the edge also and just drag and move away, and it's going to bring back the section that you've trimmed, which means basically you've just like cropped the section. Okay, so you can easily take it back and you are now back to your normal video clip. So you can move it around to the edge. And another basic editing that you can do is splitting the clip. So you can navigate around with your playhead to any given point. Assuming I want to split at this point this very media into 2 clips, I can come to these scissors and click it to split while I select the audio, or alternatively I can undo. I can come to this selection and press on letter S to split also. It's another way. And maybe I don't want this point, I can select it, right click, and I have a number of options. I can delete directly, or I can select the audio and mute it, or I can detach the audio if there is any audio. I can split also at any given point. I can copy this, okay, or I can duplicate this. You can duplicate by just using the letter D, and you can see it has duplicated it. Okay, and you can right click also and you have a bunch of options. You can copy and then you can come over here and you can paste. Okay, you can do Ctrl V to paste, and you can select any section and come over here and delete that, just like I have explained. Now this is very basic, and you can move around the clips at any given point. If you want to reshuffle them, you want to bring it to the top, you want to shift this forward, or you want to bring it to this point to start here and move this one to this point to start here. You can do all that from here. See, you can do all that by just using your mouse to move around very easily. And then you have the zooming in and out over here. If you want to zoom in to fit, this is zoom in to fit, and everything is going to fit under the screen. Or if you want to zoom out to see more clearly, to zoom out at least to see other section, you can use the negative sign. And if you want to zoom in to see the details or a given feature or anything in detail, you can always press the plus sign and you'll be able to see that very nicely. I think I prefer to zoom to fit so I can see everything within the timeline, all the clips within the timeline, except if I'm trying to create to split or do something at a given specific point, then I can zoom into that point and do that particular action. Okay, so this is the video showing on the canvas. Once you select it, or once you select a particular video from here, you'll have the option here to see it on the canvas. And by the side, you have a plenty of options like the flip vertical. You can flip it to vertical if you want, or you can flip it to horizontal if you want. By just clicking on flip horizontal, you'll be able to flip this particular clip to horizontal. So this is flip vertical, you can see. This is flip horizontal. So let's take it back. You can see now they have reversed. Okay, you can see very nicely. And you can rotate as well to any given point. You can rotate more, and you can rotate more also to 270 degrees, and then maybe 360 degrees, and you're back to where you started. And then you have option to check in this and make it a picture in picture. So you can make it a picture in picture. You can move it to the right, like we've explained earlier. You can move this to the top left. If you are doing a tutorial video, you can make it to the bottom left or bottom right as you so wish, or you can take it back and you can fit in, take it back to fit, and you can do all that. And down here you can move by frame rates, 5 frame rates backward or 5 frame rates forward, or you can move to the next frame rate with just a click of this. So this is basically how to do some basic editing with Clipchamp. At any given point, you may select a clip and you can do other things. For example, you can come over here and you can change the audio. If you want, if it has on audio, you can reduce the music to any length, or if you want to detach, you can detach from here, or you can create a fade. Okay, fade in and out of the music. You can create a fade in and out, or you can put in some filters in cases when you want to add filters. So as you navigate around, you can see you can add any given filter. For example, this one, and I think I don't like it. Once you select a given filter, you can come over here and see the intensity. You can play around with the intensity. You can reduce the intensity or increase it as you so wish. Okay, so I think reducing the intensity makes it a little bit better. I think this point is good. So you can add intensity filters, and then you can adjust coloration, which I will show you later in details how to do. So let's say if you want to adjust the coloration, you can come over here, select the color, and you have the color features over here. All right, so you can adjust the exposure. You can play around with the exposure, increase it a little bit if you want, and then you can increase or decrease the contrast as you so wish. All right, and then you can play around with the saturation as well. See, now you can make it warmer or you can make it colder as you so wish. The saturation, you can reduce the coloration, just the amount of color in the video, and you can increase the temperature. You can make it colder or you can make it hotter as you move to the right. Okay, but I think I prefer it to go a bit colder. All right, and then you can, I think that does it for this one, and you can reset the settings at any given point if you are not so certain. And then you can play around with the clip speed. Down here you can speed it up. As it is now is ×1. You can make it up to ×16 if you want, and it's going to move pretty fast. All you need is just to drag this and move it, and it's going to shorten the clip and increase the speed of the video. So let's have a preview and see. You can see now they move faster as against the way they used to move initially, which is slower. You can see they were in slow motion before, but then after increasing the speed, you can see they are now moving faster. So that's how to increase the speed of a clip. So for now, I think basically this is how to use this Clipchamp to do some very basic editing in our clips. So I think that does it for this tutorial on how to do very basic editing. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. In this section of the tutorial, I'm going to share with you how to add transitions within Clipchamp video editor. Okay, so transitions are exceptionally useful when you want to add join two clips so they look much more professional without having a deep cut within the two of them. So you can add transitions in two ways. For example, right now we have this playhead. We can move from this image to, or from this video to this one. Okay, you can see from this one that has been colored before to this one, the transition is you can see a transition. Okay, so there are two ways to do it. The first one is you can navigate across the connecting point between the two clips. Okay, between clip 1 and clip 2, you come to the center of it, you can see add transition over here, and you click on this plus sign and a default transition will be added. Okay, and this default transition is usually the fade in transition. So you can see the preview over here, so it fades into that one. So let's try to move this one away a little bit, and then let's see how it is going to be. Yeah, you can see it fades in, and we can select the transition and increase or decrease the sizing of the transition. Okay, we can select the transition and then we can come over here. We can see this. If you don't see it, you can click over here and you'll be able to see, and then you can change the duration. Right now it's set to 1 second. The transition is set to 1 second, and the default is crossfade. If you want to increase it, you can increase it to 2.5 seconds, and you can see it is increasing from the other edge. Okay, you can see it is increasing or decreases from the other edge as you saw. So let's say we leave it at 1.5 seconds, 1.58 seconds, and let's try to see the transition effect over here. You can see it. All right, so you can see the transition is crossfade. You can put another one if you want. For example, we can try this heart. You can select it and then try this heart. And let's try to play it one more time. You can see the transition. I think that kind of looks cool. Or if you want these beams, you can see. So as you hover over any of the transition, you will be able to see the effect it's going to have on your video. This liquid streak also is good. You can select it and let's try to have a look. You can see it, and I think it looks cool. So just pay attention to the transition. You can play around with the features. You can add or you can extend the period of the transition or reduce the period as you so wish. And then you can have other transitions as well down here, which are very free. Circular wipe, you can see if you hover over it. You have morph glitch. If you hover over circular wipe, you can see I think it's good. You can see zoom in. Okay, you can zoom into any given point. So let's select this, for example, this zoom in, and let's see the effect it's going to have. Yeah, you can see. So I think it kind of looks cool. Yeah, so it all boils down to you what you want as a transition, but you can just go ahead and select from the multiple. Okay, there are multiple transitions. This is the first method to add from the section or the connecting point between two clips. So let's say at this point I may want to add something also from here in between these clips. Let me undo, and I want to add a transition between these two clips. I can come to transitions over here. You can see transitions over here, and I can select. Let's say I select this one, drag and drop it. Okay, so you can see you can drag and drop also, and it has applied the transition, and you can see the effect. Yeah, I think this kind of looks cool. So it all boils down to you. Please go ahead and give it a try and play with the different ones that we have. You can either apply from here, apply from the middle or in between the two clips, or you can come over here and do the same and drag and drop also within the clips, and you're going to apply that transition very nicely. So I think this is a bit about how to add transitions in Clipchamp to your video clips. I think that does it for this tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. In this section of the tutorial, I'm going to take you through how to add basic text within Clipchamp video editor. Okay, so assuming we are editing this our footage and we want to add some basic text into it and to look for much more professional and nice. So all we need to do is to identify the location or the place where we want to add the text, and we can come over to the top left, to the left side over here, and we can select a particular clip, for example, and you can come over here, click on text, and the text features, different text features can appear. All you need to do is to hover over any text and you'll be able to see the effect it's going to have. So I like this typewriter, and assuming I want to select everything here and move it to one side, and I want to add some text to make it like an intro into this video, I can just drag this text and drop it here, and you can see this typewriter effect. All right, and then it kind of fade into this one. All right, so let's say we selected all this, move them around, and then probably move this one also to this point. All right, so let's see. All right, so we can come back here, and then we can be able to select the typewriter, and we'll see the source over here. So we can type something like "welcome to my channel." Just select it, come back here, and delete this. You can say "welcome to my channel." So I can hit on enter. Okay, welcome to my channel. So let's see a preview of it. Welcome to my channel, and then it goes out. Okay, then the video starts. So we can see the text effect. You can come over here, play around with the coloration, text color. You can see you can increase or play around with the color from here. You can increase it to, you can make it this color, this red color, and you can change the background also, background color also. Maybe right now it's transparent. You can make it blue, this blue background, or this pure blue background. You can make it with this background, and let's see the effect. So it has a background, welcome to my channel, and I think it's good. Kind of looks good. If you want, you can save this as a custom template, but you have to be a paid user. And so this actually adds it to the background, and then you can see we change the coloration, and you're free to go ahead and play around with the font style. Also, you can change the font to different font styles available here. You can see Anton, more dark, any kind of fonts that you are targeting. You can easily select and change your text also from here. If you select this new wave, you'll be able to see the preview. Welcome to my channel. I think I don't like this, so let's check around and see this Anton or Bebas Nue. I'm sure I pronounced this wrongly. Bebas Nue is good. Welcome to my channel. I think I like this one. This is fantastic. So let's try to play it again one more time. Welcome to my channel. You can see it now moves out. So we can see at the end also, if you want, you can add something. You can come all the way to the end over here, click here, and then you can add something. So let's see a preview of something. So let's say this one. I think I kind of like this. So once you click on the plus sign, it's going to add it from the point of this playhead, the position where we have our playhead. So we can select, and then we can move the playhead so we can see the text. So we can select here and come over here and say, please remember to subscribe. remember to subscribe. Okay, please remember to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe. So we can have this also, and you are free to play around with the coloration effect. You can change color, and I think I like this white on black, so I no need to change. You can change the transform feature, the size. Okay, you can increase the size if you want. You can increase the size or decrease, and you can change the fade. You can fade in and out. You can fade in, create a fade in, and then you can have a fade out as well if you want. So if you want to see the effect, you have to be here, then you can see the effect. So you can see it fades in and then it fades out. Yeah, so you can play around with the fading in and out, and you can put in some filters also if you want at any given point, and you can see the effect is going to have. This is vertical multiple, and you can put in the glass impact, or this is the glitch one. You can see, you can just go ahead and put in any one of them. You can just go ahead and give it a try, but I think the default one that's available there, I like it the way it was. So you can play around with the coloration also. This is for images and videos. So let's have a preview of the outing. We just play. You can see, please remember to subscribe, and then it close out. I think I like it like this. This is fantastic. So you can go ahead and give it a try. Check out the different texts. Okay, this is subtitle if you want to add subtitle, caption. This is 2-line video, 2-line text. You can see it's 2 lines. So if you want to add any, or bouncing title, you see if you want to have any bouncing title, gliding title, you can have it over here, and you can check out over here as well and see lower third in cases if you want to add your name to the different position. Maybe at any given point you want to add your name, or you want to add the name of someone or thereabout. So assuming you can add it here, you just drag this lower third and paste it on top of this, and you can arrange the text. You can just drag and drop it to define the points where it should appear. You can see you can just move from the edges, and you can select, and you come back to the text properties over here. So it's the lower third, so you can just put in the name. Assuming this is Dr. Rashid, you can see, and you can come down and put Epic Mentorship. Alright, so you can just come down. Let's see a preview also one more time. Alright, I think this is cool, and I like it like this. You can see, yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, I think that does it for the tutorial on how to add text and play around with some of the text properties like fonts, the text feature, the colors, the transform feature, as well as other fading and filters. Okay, and adding from different kind of filters directly, from different kind of templates directly. So feel free to give it a try and go ahead and try to see how you can play around with it and see what you can use in your video creation. I think that does it for this tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. In this section of the tutorial, I'm going to show you how to do some basic color correction in Clipchamp. Okay, so if you have a footage, for example, I can come to the media bin over here, and I've imported a footage that is purely flat. Okay, no color. So let's say here I can move to the extreme end over here and just import it. This image is flat. Okay, I've imported it here. So let's click here to have a preview. You can see the image, no color, it's purely flat. Okay, I can add another one. I think I have another picture that's purely flat. Let me check out from the media that I have. I have another one, not this one. I think this one also is flat. So I can easily drag and drop it here. So this one also is flat. So you can see this is purely flat. So I want to add some color. I can select it, make sure I select the clip, and then I can come over here to the adjust colors over here. So you have the temperature. You can move this around so you'll be able to see it clearly. Just make sure it's selected. You can play around with the exposure, so you can increase the exposure or decrease a little bit. And at this point, I think I don't need much of an exposure. Here is good. The contrast also here is okay. Okay, here is good. Average. So let's say the saturation amount of color inside, so we can add some coloration. So you can just move a little bit here and see how we can add some temperature to it. So giving it a little bit of a temperature, and you can see the color is popping out a little bit. If you go down here, it will be colder, and over here it's going to be warmer, so you can see the temperature, the color is coming out. The transparency, you can reduce the transparency, where I think 100 also is good. You can keep it here. The blend mode, you can change it. Okay, you can change the blend mode to darken it, or you can make it normal, or you can make it lighter. You can make it lighter, or you can make it overlay or screen or thereabout, depending on what you want. But for now, I think this temperature, a little bit of it is okay, and the saturation is good. The contrast, let me add a little bit of contrast, and I can see now the image is popping out clearly. A little bit of reducing the exposure a bit and adding the contrast a little, and I think now it's a bit clearer, okay, and more colorful. I think this is better. At any given point, if you are not starting with what you have and you want to reset, you can come down here and click on the reset button, and everything is going to be reset to the default one. You can click on reset, for example, and you see the before, and let me undo, and you see the after. So you can see the before, this is the after. I think the difference is clear. So let's do the same on this one, on this other clip. So you can see it. It's also equally flat, but we have done some basic adjustments to it recently. Okay, so we can just select the clip. You can see everything is at default, so you can go ahead and play around with the exposure. The exposure is good already. Contrast is also good. So let's play around with the saturation, putting some temperature, some coloration into it. Alright, so I think good here is good, and then we can add some temperature to it. Okay, so putting some warmness, and let's see some contrast. Reduce the contrast here is good, and then we can reduce the exposure a bit, and then we can check out the normal mode. You can check out the different mode. The lighting mode is good, but then the saturation is okay. Temperature also is okay, and you can just manage contrast here. And I think this is also good at this point. You can see I'm happy with what I see. And so this is very basic of how to use the coloration. And if you want to check out from available templates like the filters, you can just click over here and you have access to the filters that are available. And with just one click, you'll be able to apply a filter into it. So you just say golden, you can just click and you apply the golden. And one thing with the filter effect is you have the option to come over here and adjust the intensity. Right now you can see the intensity is kind of too high, so you can adjust and reduce it accordingly. Okay, and I think this is cool at this point. Or if you have any other one that you're targeting, you can come down here, Old Western. As you hover over, you will be able to see the preview also over here of how it's going to look like. And you can just see, keep just hovering, and I think I like this one because the color is popping clearly. You can see the clarity, and reduce the intensity a little bit, and I think everything now looks fantastic and nice. So basically this is how to add in different coloration to your video footage. If you want to add anything, you can just go ahead and add it and play around with it and see how it's going to change your footage. So I think that does it for this tutorial on how to add coloration to your footage. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, so after learning how to add coloration into our timeline and the footage that we have, the next thing is we want to learn how to add music and sound effects. Okay, so assuming you want to add a music, you can come to the default music available. You can check over here, music and sound effects, or SFX. You can see all here. You can see music like I've explained earlier, and you can just click to have a preview. I think I like this one, so if you want to add it, you can just click on this plus sign and it's going to add it from the position of your timeline, or alternatively you can just select. Alternatively, you can come down here, select, drag it and drop it at the bottom. You can see this green line signifies the position, so you just release it and it's going to be over there. So it's importing right now. You can see it. You can zoom to fit from here, so you can be able to see the complete music, see the importing progress. Okay, so right now it has finished the importing, and let's say I want the music to stop here. Okay, so I can easily come over here to the edge and drag to trim it until the edge over here. Alright, so I want it to stop here, and I don't want it to end abruptly like this. I want it to have a fade in and fade out. Okay, so we can come to fade effect and we can just try to create a fade out on that particular clip. Make sure you select it and you give it that fade out. So let's try to hear the preview. So you can see it dies down gradually. Okay, and the same thing at the beginning. You can create a fade in also if you want. I can see can make it up to 1.9 seconds or 2 seconds, and you can see I've created that fade in, so it will start with the lowest volume and then get into the highest one. You can see the increase from the 0 to the maximum. I think it's good at the beginning. So this is how to add music. Now if you want to add sound effects, you can come over here, or if you have another music, you've downloaded a music that you want to add, maybe you have your own music, you can just all the way come over here to the media and you can click on add music, import media, and you can navigate around to see wherever you have your music. For example, in my own case, I have this one and I just select it and I can say open, and here it is. It's importing lifelike. So I can just drag and drop it maybe below this if I want, and you can see I've just imported it. So you can go ahead and select this one, for example, and you can mute it. You can come to the volume and make it 0. So let's hear the one at the bottom. I think that kind of looks cool. So this is how to import another music and put it. And if you want to have any sound effects at any given point, if you want to add anything, you can easily bring in sound effects. So you can come to music and come to SFX over here and be able to see multiple of them, and you can search to see what kind of sound effects you're looking out for. So not many of them are free, but you can check out the free to use ones, and you can see them over here. Flash whoosh swoosh 7, and you can see fairly glitter shine, and you can see different kind of sound, and you can see crowd happy new year. If you want to have a happy new year, for example, this one is eating this cake and you want to put in, you can just drag and drop it here. You can just drop it and you can see the sound effect. You can just define the position and you can try it to see. I think the music at the bottom is too loud, so you can select it and come to the volume over here, or the audio, and then reduce the volume to like 20 or thereabout. I think it's good. So we can just try to play and hear the Happy New Year. Happy New Year! Yeah, I think the soft music at the background is okay also. So this is basically how to add music and sound effects, be it within the Clipchamp software or importing it from an external source that you've downloaded earlier on. I hope you enjoyed this video. I think that does it for this tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. So after learning how to add music and sound effects to our Clipchamp video editing timeline, the next thing is we'd like to learn how to add graphics, stock images and videos, okay, from the software or from external source. If you want to add graphics into the timeline, all you need is just to navigate to wherever you want to add that particular graphics, okay, and you can come all the way to graphics panel over here, and you can see a number of them that you can easily add. You can add this arrow, or you can just add this love sign, okay, and you can add gifs from here, or you can go ahead and add shapes. For example, you can drag this and drop it here, and you'll be able to define the exact position. For example, you want to be specific to these girls, you can just define the position. Maybe you want to like show them or show emphasis that these are the girls that are running. You can just define them, okay, very easily, and you can define the extent of the graphics as well. If you want it to move as far as here, so let's say we can let it move up to here. So this is one way. You can add another graphics also if you want, if you have anything. So this is shapes, this is frames if you have any. So let's say this is frames, you can just drag and drop it here, and let's see what it does. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, this is the frame. In cases if you have if you want to add something, the transition or the connecting point between these two clips. I think better I just bring it back a little bit. and I don't want to see this text here. You can just select and delete it. So let's see the frame that we just put. Yeah, this is it. It's equally acting like an overlay or something like a transition within our footage. So you can drag and drop anything as far as graphics are concerned from here. If you have any other thing, or if you want to bring them from external source, you can go to sites like Pixabay and you can be able to bring in different kind of vectors, images or videos as well. You can bring them in from here. So you can just come over here, specify what you want to bring in. Is it a vector, is it a video, or is it other features like music and sound effects and GIFs? You can also bring them from here depending on your searches. Okay, and I think this kind of looks cool. You can easily bring it in. So that is about graphics. You can easily drag and drop any from here, from anywhere. And then stock images. Okay, you can come to the stock images. If you want to add from the Clipchamp directly, you can see from stock images you have different kind of stock, block colors, overlays. You can see natural wonders. So depending on what you are targeting, but then what you should pay attention to is you can see more of the free ones from here. You can see the different images, but I must confess you don't have much images here. If you want to get more images, you can come to pixabay.com. Also you can see images. You can just search anything, for example robots. You can just search for robots and you can see exceptional images that are free to use, free to share and reshare, and copyright free. You can just select any of the images and just download. You can just select. You can just go ahead and download over here by specifying the size and click on download, and it's going to download this very image for you. So let's get back. So this is how to import stock images. All you need is just to download here. If you download a stock image, you can just go ahead, come over here and import it. Come to the media and import that particular image. If you have it saved anywhere, you can just go ahead and import it. If you have any image that you want to specifically interested in, you can just drag, select and move it in, and you can see you imported it, and you can drag and drop it into the timeline and you have it in your video. You can resize to fill in the spaces just like so. So the next thing is stock video. You can check in stock video also. There are some stock videos but not so good also. If you want to check in stock videos, free to use, free to share and reshare, you can still come to either Pixabay or Pexels. Pexels also is good with pictures. Okay, let's say pexels.com. Pexels.com also is good with stock pictures and videos. You can check also on videos. So you can check videos or photos. You will be able to see them depending on your choice. Okay, and then you can check on pictures over here. So if you want to see stock videos, you can just come all the way here, these illustrations. You can check and see videos. You want to see videos of robots, you can see a number of videos of robots. These are free to use, free to share, and as you hover over any of them, you'll be able to see the impact it's going to have, or the preview of it, as it is going to be what it's going to look like in the video. So you can download from here and also follow the same process to import, and then you can drag and drop it into the timeline. Okay, all the video footage I have used, I downloaded them from this Pixabay website. Okay, so this is how to add stock images, stock videos. The free ones here are not that good and are not that many. You can always refer to Pexels or Pixabay. And then adding graphics. Okay, also graphics, you can also refer to Pixabay, and you can add some graphics, some vectors to at least make your video look different and nice. Okay, so I think at this point that does it for this tutorial on how to add graphics, stock images and videos into the timeline. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. That does it for this tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. So I'm going to show you how to add captions to your videos like this.
10 things you should know about cats. Cats are crepuscular, which means they're most active during dawn and dusk. Cats have retractable claws, which they use for hunting and climbing.
I hope you like it, so let me show you how I do it for free, completely free of charge with Clipchamp. Like we all know, Clipchamp is a very free software that you can use and share and reshare with your friends. All you need is just to come over here and you can just go ahead and click to try for free, and you can just log in, create an account and log in, and once you log in you'll be brought into this place. Okay, so for this tutorial we're just going to create a simple video by just clicking on create a new video, and assuming I have created the video, I just want to caption it for this. You can do it in minutes. So all you need is just to click on import. You should make sure you're on the media part. You can just go ahead and import the video. You can specify wherever you have the document or you have the file. You can come to this. You can import from your browser files, okay, from phone if you have any connected. You can import from OneDrive or from Google Drive or from Dropbox, anyone that is convenient for you. For my own case, I'm going to import from a computer, so I can just navigate to wherever I have it. Assuming I have it in these downloads, and this is the video that I want to share. I want to caption, okay, generate the caption for. You can just click on create. It is just to drag and drop it into the timeline, and you can see it's been imported. You can see okay to this, and you can see automatically it's been recognized with this size, because that's the size I created. It's just a YouTube short that I just created. It's a 9:16 size. So you can come to the top over here. If you want to caption it, you can click on captions, and you can see over here, down here, say turn on auto captions. Okay, so you can click on auto caption, and you can make sure that the language that is for free is English language usually. So you can go ahead and say turn on auto caption. So in English United States, you can just say turn on auto caption, and you can just give it some seconds. You can see now it is booting. Okay, after it's finished the booting, it's going to create that caption for you automatic. So let's just give it some seconds to finish up, and then we can continue with the tutorial. All right, as you can see now, it has finished the caption. You can download the captions in .srt files if you want, or you can hide the caption if you want. But then you can see the timing. Okay, this is a transcript. You can see the timing at 00 points and 0007 seconds. Okay, at 11 seconds, at 16 seconds, and 23 seconds. You can be able to review the text that it has generated if you want to check and confirm that it is correct. But usually the AI does a good job, and you don't have anything to correct as far as I can tell. So just go ahead and listen to it. So you can come down here. You see that the auto caption has been incorporated. Just play it and hear.
10 things you should know about cats. Cats are crepuscular, which means they're most active during dawn and dusk. Cats have retractable claws, which they use for hunting and climbing. Cats have a highly developed sense of...
And you can see as it is reading, you can see it highlighting the areas within the transcript and the captions that it has generated. It's very, very interesting and very nice. You can see, just listen one more time.
Hearing, and can hear frequencies up to 65,000 Hz. Cats are very clean animals and spend a significant portion of their day grooming themselves. Cats...
I think this is fantastic, and once you like what you see, you like the captions you've generated, you can just go ahead over here and export it. So to export, you can export in different quality. The very free version, you can export from 480p to 720 to 1080. So I go as far as 1080 to explore, and you can see it has just started exporting. And you can go ahead to share on all these platforms. If you've connected a YouTube channel, you can easily use it to share the video that you've just created. And if you don't want the title right now, we didn't name the project, you can select this pen sign to change it and just make it things to know about cats. Okay, and once you finish, you can click out, and it's going to save this video in this format. So you can create the video link also if you want to share with your friends or with other people. And you can see it is just rendering the process, and you have the video at the end of the rendering process. So let's wait for it to just conclude, and then we can try to play the video and have an idea into how it is being done. Okay, so the video had been downloaded. You can see it over here. You can just come over, click here to see the results, things to know about cats. You can just double click to listen to the video.
10 things you should know about cats. Cats are crepuscular, which means they're most active during dawn and dusk. Cats have retractable claws.
And I think what I like most is the fact that the audio is human-like, even though it's generated by the AI. I've made a video about how to generate this kind of voice. You can find it up here if you want, or in the description if you are interested. And I think that does it for this tutorial on how to add captions to your video using Clipchamp. I hope you enjoyed this video. Okay, so in this part of the tutorial, I'm going to show you how to do basic editing of a particular video clip, and from beginning to the end, the complete process on how to edit the video from scratch from beginning to the end. So let's say we'll go back to home, and we say continue without syncing, and we would like to create a simple video from scratch. So you click on create new video, and then we have to add a media. So we click on this to navigate within our system to find that video that we want to add and edit. So let's say we select this workspace reduction, workspace of Google. Okay, course introduction. So you can see we've imported it, and we can select on the plus sign to add it into the timeline, just like we've explained, and you can navigate around to see. And let's have a preview.
Google Workspace is a collection of cloud computing, productivity.
I think this is cool and nice, but then we may need to have an intro from here. So let's drag and add some text. Let's say we have something like this or something like this, and just drag and drop here. All right, and then we can make it up to this point. Okay, up to this point, and then we can go back and select this and say welcome to my channel. Okay, so this is complete, so you can just go back and see welcome to my channel, and this is a good intro. And then we can go ahead and maybe you can play around with the different features if you want. For example, you can select the text. You have the option to change the font style over here. To change the transformation, you can reduce or increase the size. I think also here is okay. You can change the coloration also. The coloration, the accent color, the primary color is white. I think I like it as it is, so no need to change anything. You can change the filter effect if you want, or anything as you so wish. But I think better I leave everything at default because I like it like that. So this is, and then we can look in. If you want to do any kind of splitting, you can create any split. Maybe at this point you may want to split this, and select and split, pressing the letter S, and you can see you've splitted it into two. If you want to add a transition, you can come to the in between the two clips, okay, the center of the two clips, and just click, and you see you've added a transition. And to play around with the different features of the transition, you can select it and come over here and increase the intensity or duration of the transition. You can see you've increased it. Okay, and you can see the default one, like we've explained earlier, is going to be is a crossfade. That is the default one. So this is how to bring in transition, like we've explained. You can just close on this, and then you can add some graphics if you want. But then let me add some lower third, assuming I like this lower third. You can just drag it and put it here. So at least let me put my name here. Okay, so you can select and you can say Dr. Rashid. Dr. Rashid, and then we can say a quick mentorship. All right, so you can see we can just put in this lower third. And if you have anything that you are trying to put, you can add in some transitions also if you have any. So let's say we have some stock images from here, and let's say we import something, and I like to add the picture of so say b-rolls, let's say images, and let's say this image of this little girl. You can just import it and just drag it and drop it here, and specify the location. I think I like it here to be at this position, and you may add one video also if you want. Okay, b-rolls, and then you can just go ahead, select a video, and you can see this one. I think I like this better, and you can import. Once it's finished importing, you can just drag and drop it to any location of your choice. Specify the location, specify the length. You can zoom to fit so you can see clearly what you are doing. So from this point, I may want this girl to appear.
Google Maps, Google Slides, Google Translate.
So assuming at this point I may want to silence the audio. Okay, you can just click here with this mic sign, and you can see it's now silent. Okay, so it moves from the b-roll down to the video and continue. And then you may want to add some background music if you have any. If you've imported any, you can add. If you don't have any, you can come to music and sound effects, and you can see them over here. These are music and there are sound effects like I've explained. So if you want this one, you can just go ahead and click on the plus sign, or you can just come down here and drag it and drop it down here. Drag it and drop it, and you can see it is importing, but then I don't want it to fill everything. I think I want to crop it to this point. You can see the importing progress, and then the buffering, and then it's done. Okay, so you can select this, you can come to the volume, and you can reduce the size, because right now when we play it's going to be very loud. It's very loud, so you can come down here, make sure you select the audio. You can come down here and reduce it to like 16 to 20.
Google Maps, Google Voice,
And see it's still loud, so let's go back to as low as 10.
many more. So this course is for beginners who are interested in using Google Ads.
I think this is good, but then it's a bit louder also, so let's take it to something like 6 is good.
So they are engagement because
I think this is good, so go ahead and give it a try and see what you can play around with. You can come to graphics also. If you want to add any graphics, you can just select this and drag and drop here and just specify the position. All right, so you can decrease or increase the size and put it somewhere here. For example, this is just an example of how to put in graphics. You can do very many things. You can select and create a cut or split the clip like I've explained, or you can do trimming from the edges. You can trim from the edge just like so up to this point, or you can extend also from here, or you can go to the other edge and trim from the end like that. Okay, and if you want to trim together with the music at the background, so you have to drag and select both of them, and then you can drag and you can see you can now trim both of them at the same time. Okay, so we talked about virtually everything. The next thing is to look at color correction. I think the color looks nice because of the camera we use in shooting, but in cases when you want to add some coloration, you can check from the filter if filters available. You can just make sure you select the image, and then you can come to the filters. Okay, there are a number of filters that you can add very easily. As you hover over, you'll be able to see the effect, and I think this one looks nice. You can just click with one click and everything is added. So you can just hover over to decrease the intensity or increase the intensity as you so wish, and you can see the effect. Okay, you can see the effect. I think it has given the video a very different. I think this is good. So this is how to add fades in, or if you want to do color adjustments, you can come over here while still selecting the media clip. You can increase the exposure or decrease accordingly. Let's say we decrease the exposure a little bit or increase it a bit here, and I think the contrast also to a bit somewhere here is good. And then we have the saturation. You can play around with the saturation a little bit so it appears a bit flat. Right now it's too shiny. The temperature can go down, can go up a little, and the contrast can go up a little also. And I think the video is popping out clearly. The transparency can reduce a little, and I think this is good. I like it. I like what I see. And then you can go ahead and play around with the speed. Right now you can see it's ×1, and I want it in ×1. If you want to go into ×2, you can just go ahead and put in ×2, and everything will be shortened over here, and the video is going to play fast.
all developed by Group. Hi.
Yeah, so I think it's too fast, so let's make it to something like 1.5 or 1.2. 1.2 I think might be good.
Products all developed by Google.
Actually, I don't like speeding up my clips, so I just leave it at 1.0. I think it's good like that.
Developed by Google. Hi, I'm the Rashid.
Yeah, I think it's okay. But then this is how to add in using different features from here, especially if you want to also change the sizing. Okay, you can change the sizing also from here to any size of your choice, and then you can move around to make it vertical or horizontal video as you so wish. So basically this is how to do some very basic editing completely from scratch using this very Clipchamp. And the final thing that you may want to learn is how to export the video in MP4. Okay, you can just come all the way. If you are certain you've done whatever you have, you even give it a name, trial video 22. You can come over here to export, and you have different range of qualities. I can go as far as 1080p, which is the HD format, and with just selection alone, it's going to start rendering the video, and it's going to give you you can have the You can create a link for you which you can share with your people, and you can save to your Google Drive, upload to YouTube directly from here, send to TikTok, and save to OneDrive, to Dropbox, or to Pinterest directly, and even share it on LinkedIn. So you can see the rendering process. Once it is 100%, you can just go ahead and preview it to see what you have and what you have done to your video. So in a nutshell, this is basically how to do some very basic editing from scratch to create a simple video from scratch using Clipchamp. I hope you enjoyed this video. I think that does it for this tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. So the last part of the tutorial is showing you how to export this video in MP4 or 1080p in HD format. So after editing all the key features, adding the transitions, the sound effects, the music, and doing the color correction, the color editing, and using the filters as well, and all the different features that you've applied, the SFX and the outros and the transitions as well, you are starting with what you have. Everything that you have here, you're starting with it, and you want to export your video. All you need to do is to come to the top right over here, and you can see you can export the video in different formats, including the 1080p, which is the HD format. The video quality will be exported in MP4 in any of these formats that you've selected. So I usually go for 1080p, and you can see it is rendering the result very fast, and it will just going to render it and have it for you in MP4. So you can copy this link and share with your friends, so anyone with this link can watch the video, the edited video, and then you can share on these different platforms, including Google Drive. You can upload to YouTube if you connect your account to this. You can send to TikTok, you can save to OneDrive, you can save to Dropbox or Pinterest, or even share on LinkedIn. So you can do all that from here. So right now it has been saved. You can see it has been exported, and see, you can just click on this and you'll be taken to the location where you have that particular video. You can just double click to preview it. Okay, welcome to my channel. And then you'll be able to start seeing the video that we've just edited. Okay, so I think that does it for this tutorial on how to export your videos within Clipchamp in MP4 format. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. That does it for this tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.